Our edibles include our gummies, right? Our gummies are the hottest thing going. People love our gummies. Millennials love our gummies. Gen Zs love our gummies. You got to be over 21. So millennials, we won't say Gen Zs because some of them are not over 21. But needless to say, gummies are a little different than tinctures. The reason being is that a tincture doesn't have to go through the stomach, the intestinal tract, the liver before it gets to the bloodstream, right? Tinctures don't have to do that. When you put it under your tongue, it's absorbed by those glands we talked about into the bloodstream within 15 to 20 minutes. But gummies, on the other hand, they've got to go through your entire intestinal tract, right? So they're going to take about 30 to 45 minutes to become active in your system. So it's really important to understand the mechanism of action of different products so that when you are using your tincture and you are asleep at night, you're going to want to attach a gummy as well on top of that. So as you're sleeping, the gummies are working. They're working to help reduce inflammation. They're helping you to sleep, and they're also providing your immune system to be reset so that when you wake up, the body not only is restored, refreshed, but your immune system is reset to be able to be the strongest that it can be. So our power gummies, again, come in 25 milligrams, or they come in 10 milligrams. They come in a bottle, or they come in a 4 or 10 pack count, where it is something that you can use. I use my gummies at night. You can use them during the day for all of the same challenges that you want to use CBD to address. You know, there's hundreds and hundreds of issues that CBD can address. So just know that it takes about 30 to 45 minutes to get into the system. Start low and slow. You don't need to jump and eat 3 or 4 gummies. I would not recommend that. We recommend here at Wakanda that you start with half a gummy and you increase it until you hit that sweet spot. That sweet spot is the number of gummies that it takes to help you sleep, or the number of gummies that it takes to help you relieve anxiety or pain or inflammation, okay? So that is our power gummy. Again, if you have random drug screens, you're gonna wanna use our pure gummies. Our pure gummies, those are the broad spectrum gummies, the gummies that contain less than 0.0% of THC, the gummies that will not show up on your urine drug screen. Now, our pure gummies are 60 milligrams of CBD. Again, they're a great product to use for those challenges that you're looking to address CBD with. You can use these. I particularly love using the broad spectrum gummies during the day, again, because they contain less than 0.0% of THC. And I love using my power gummies at night, 30 to 45 minutes before I go to sleep. But people have all sorts of regimens that they use. That's why it's so important to use and try all of our products so that you figure out what your sweet spot is. I may need 2 pure gummies during the day to help with anxiety, but you may need 1 pure gummy to help with your anxiety. So it just depends on your body chemistry, on how CBD works in the body. It depends on your diet. It depends on your weight. And it also depends on the severity of the condition that you're addressing, right? So it's not a defined cookie cutter. You know, it's just like any other over-the-counter medication that you may use. When you had a headache in the past. You know, I don't use any over-the-counter medications anymore because I use CBD. But let's do an example with Tylenol. You may have a headache and your cousin may need 2 extra strength Tylenol and you may only need 1 extra strength Tylenol for your headache. So it just depends on the body chemistry. It depends on how you metabolize CBD, depends on your weight, it depends on your diet. So theoretically, if you are heavier, you probably will need more CBD versus if you are smaller in weight, you may need less CBD. So finding your sweet spot is really, really important. That's why I recommend you journal. You get a journal, you write down what you're taking, and when you start to feel relief, that's going to be your specific personal dose.